Welcome to Dominica. We are taking an island tour today through our cruise ship to explore this beautiful little island, and then we're going to head out on our own to explore the downtown area. So come along with us to see what we get up to. Dominica is an island in the Caribbean boasting beautiful mountains, natural hot springs, and some incredible tropical rainforests. It's located between Martinique and Guadeloupe and is known as the Commonwealth of Dominica. We were docked in the capital city Roseau to explore for the day, and this city was very vibrant and colorful. We had a tour booked through the ship, but didn't have to meet in the theater. Our meeting point was at the end of the pier. It was a little chaotic, as it usually goes for cruise tours, but we were eventually assigned a bus and tour guide, and then we were on our way to experience the island. As we drive to our first attraction, I thought I would share some helpful information about the island if you're planning a visit in the future. The official language is English, but local dialects are also spoken throughout the island. The currency is the Eastern Caribbean dollar, but on the island, businesses accept US dollars, British pounds, and euros. Most tourism-related businesses accept credit cards, but cash is definitely needed here as it is on most islands. The average temperature is about 27 degrees Celsius, but the island also gets quite a bit of rain, and rainfall amounts in the island's interior are triple what the coastal areas get. And from a time perspective, they are 1 hour ahead of Eastern Standard Time. As you can see here, they do drive on the left side of the road, so you can see some of the very steep hairpin turns we had to make on this drive up to the first viewpoint. The drivers all honk as they go around the corners too. Our first stop off the bus on this tour was overlooking cane fields. We had a beautiful view of all of the houses and an industrial area below, plus a small airport, and the incredible scenery. Wow, it's just amazing here. The color of the water is beautiful. Everything just looks so beautiful. And the roads to get here were quite wild. Hairpin turns, super steep. You would not want to walk up here.
Straight ahead of me, the small airstrip you're seeing, that's the second airport on island. However, only DHL and FedEx operates.
Our second stop on this tour is at the Old Mill Cultural Center and Museum, and there are tons of historical buildings here, and we get to have a free rum tasting here as well, or juice, depending on your preference. The Old Mill Cultural Center was used for sugar and rum production until the Dominica sugar industry collapsed. It was sold to the government of Dominica and was eventually established as a cultural center in 1985. As part of the visit, we got to try some local juice, which was nice and refreshing. Thank you. So I'm trying the sorrel juice, and it is a purple color. It almost looks like wine, and it is very delicious, not too sweet, a little bit of tartness, and it's freshly squeezed here. So after we got our juice, we were able to come around and take a look at the paintings and see different art that's in the cultural center here. It's right beside a very busy street though, so you will hear some of the car traffic, but it's still a very beautiful place to come and check out. Our next stop of the day is at the Botanical Gardens, and they are so beautiful. There is plenty of shade here, so we are quite happy. And we just went through the bamboo house, which is a whole bunch of bamboo that has grown together to form almost a cave-like inside. And the history states that if you came to the bamboo house with your loved one and took a smooch inside and then carved your initials on the bamboo, the taller or stronger the bamboo grew, the more your love would grow. So that's like a local legend or story here. So just behind us is a banyan tree or a ficus tree, and the roots actually grow from the top down, and our tour guide was showing us that you could actually swing on the roots because they're just so strong, and encouraged us to take pictures here, and there's some people trying it out, but it is a very beautiful tree and it is massive. And a fun fact is that they refer to this tree as the Tarzan and Jane tree. I would definitely recommend adding the botanical gardens to your itinerary if you are coming to Dominica, or making sure that it is on your tour if you're doing one from a ship if you're coming here, because it was lovely. You could definitely spend some nice leisure time walking around and enjoying and taking in all the sights. And our tour guide told us that there's over 40 acres here. I'm not sure if that's 40 acres that you can explore or just 40 acres in general, but either way, it's massive and beautiful. And our fourth and final stop of the tour was at the Morne Bruce Garrison for a photo stop at the Scenic Lookout, which gave us a great view of the city and our ship in port. The Morne Bruce Garrison was the defense of Roseau. Dominica was ceded to Britain by the Treaty of Paris in 1763. To keep the island under her rule, Britain had to defend it from the French. So in addition to being a beautiful viewpoint, there is also some historical significance of this spot. There was also a little market up there with some souvenirs, drinks, and there were public restrooms available. Once we got back to the port area, we walked through the market to see what was being sold. There were tons and tons of souvenir stalls here. There were some food vendors as well, and you could even get your hair braided at a few of the booths too. We found a great view of the ship and then carried on to see what else we could find in town. And right across the street was a beach bar on the second level, and we even heard they brought in sand for the floors to bring the true beach experience. We just went to the Fresh Market, which is the grocery store right across from where our ship is docked. And although we didn't get a lot, it was neat to browse around and see what the prices were to compare to home. And we did get something that we're excited to try, which is a diet ginger beer. And Alan is going to go for the first sip.
That is delicious.
Take another. I know you want it. Ooh, ginger beer is way better than ginger ale. It just has more ginger punch. It's a little bit like, almost like drinking like a beer. But anyways, this is delicious, nice and refreshing, and we're going to continue touring the market area. They have tons of stalls here with different souvenirs, crafts, just anything that says Dominica on it, they've got it here pretty much. So lots of options here. Just getting off the ship and coming right into this market area, there's lots of souvenirs available. We did some final touring around, and then it was time to head back to the ship to get ready for our dinner reservations and enjoy the sail away views. Before we left, I did want to give you an overview of what I thought about our tour booked through the ship. And I think I would give it an 8 out of 10. It was very much matching to the description. So when it said we were on a scenic drive, we were on a scenic drive. And it said when we got out for a viewpoint, we had 5 to 10 minutes to get out and take a photo. So it matched the description very well. I also like that the tours were small, so there was only about 10 people in our minibus, and we went with another one and there was 10 people in that one, so it was about 20 people overall, so it made it a nice small tour. I really liked that it covered some highlights. It was not an adventurous tour by any stretch of the imagination. This was much more leisurely and just gave you a sense of the area and was nothing too stressful. So if you are looking for something a little bit more adventurous, I would definitely recommend checking out another tour that has more diversity in terms of snorkeling and activities and different things that you can see and do. Up by the red and white tower there is where we were earlier today for one of our scenic viewpoints, and it offered an amazing view of the city below and the ship. Another thing I've noticed is just how beautiful this island is. It's so lush and so green, and our tour guide said today that the interior parts of the island can reach up to over 300 inches of rain each year, so that is so much rain. And because of the amount of rain it receives, they produce a lot of food here, and they say that they eat what they grow and they grow what they eat, so it's very local. Our tour guide also said that the oldest person who ever lived here on this island reached the age of 128. I'm not entirely sure if that's true, but basically because they grow what they eat and they eat what they grow, they do live a little bit longer here, according to the locals. They also have a lot of local fishermen, and on our tour we were told that the local fishermen catch about 97% of the fish that they eat on this island, and then the other 3% is brought in, and that's things like lobsters and shrimp and things of that nature, but everything else their local fishermen catch. We also learned that the official language here is English, and there's a population of about 70,000 in the last census. Dominica did not disappoint on our sail away, so here you can enjoy some of the pretty views from the ship. I hope this video can be helpful for you if you're coming to this island in the future, and as always, if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming cruise videos. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.